Good morning. Today we'll spend the studio day together from sunrise to sunset through the routines and rituals I practice as a full-time working interdisciplinary painter. I like to ease into the studio day with journaling prompts, often from tarot and oracle decks, and engage in my studio research. Right now I've been restarting Tree a Day book, which I love, as my practice surrounds nature as well as trees specifically. Then I've been looking through the Book of Symbols, falling wherever it does, I will read. Then I get into my artist workwear gear. I recently added buttons to this, and this is my current uniform. Today, we are gonna have a cozy studio day together. I have already done my morning routine. Something about it being 6 degrees just makes me wanna put on red lipstick. I try to give myself one major task for the studio day to keep myself focused. The big thing that I wanna do is prepare painting surfaces by stretching and gessoing canvases. Double jumpsuit. Things are really getting done today. Just need to grab a few tools. I write a lot of lists to myself, so then when I get to the maker's nook and into the garage, I'm not like, what the heck did I come out here for? But canvas pliers, fabric scissors, ruler, stapler, and staples. The pattern is by something cute. It's like Southwestern spaghetti or something. Reversible, and I did it quilted. I love it so much, it's so cute. Go on our side quest with our pretty paper. Oh, to be alive. Now, just don't forget to bring the list. Yeah, little pocket. I freaking love winter. Pretty. We cleared a path when it was like 2 feet of snow, froze a ton, so it's actually easier to just walk through, not the path, because it's not this icy. Look at how pretty the tiny house looks. Excuse me, just need to get this. Ooh, canvas flowers. Don't let me forget. Ooh, there they go. Look how pretty it is outside. Next time, I'll hang out in here with you guys. I've got a very exciting new development. Dan built me an organizer for all of my sewing studio stuff. All right, we've got the goods. The next part of our butcher block for our kitchen. Oh my God, I'm so cold. Oh my goodness gracious. I will tell you right now, my friends, I vastly underestimated how cold it was gonna be. While the tea is brewing, we will get ourselves set up to stretch some canvas. So I got my big old roll. Dan actually built these for me for Christmas, which was truly the best gift he could have given me.
You know what these are.
Stretcher balls.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Let's get the tea going. She's a bubbling. Oh my gosh, what's so cool is we are gonna be stretching canvas for a painting that looks an awful lot like what we're doing right now. Where's your hat? So, my friends, pretty nice hefty boys. As my art professor hat really never comes off, I've decided that next week's video is gonna be a full guide to how to stretch and gesso canvas yourself. It is 9 on Friday, so that means that I need to do my Instagram post and we're gonna get down to it. Ooh, and I bet my tea is ready. It's hard to get myself to bike because it's boring. I just end up pairing kind of like 2 things I don't want to do, which is being on Instagram because it just like stresses me out. So like less people see things, but I like to think that the people that do see things, that's who's meant to see it. Ooh, we can plug in this guy. I made this for Dan for Christmas. So I took photos of the painting that I just finished, Future Views. I'm excited to actually share this, Future Views, because I just finished it. So this is my handmade earth pigment oil paints on a wooden panel. Just looking ahead and getting excited about the future. I think it was nice to finish that as the year was coming to a close. I finished it on December 31st, so symbolically. downloaded to my computer, and now I'm gonna just post it onto Instagram. I only have like 15 minutes left to my like admin time, but I do have a little list of things that I need to do. I need to respond to some Patreon comments and messages, and then some messages from students, and then I need to respond. So I don't know if I can do that all in 15 minutes, but I can at least do some of it. I keep a record of all my available work on a single Excel sheet, and then I add to my website and stuff like that, but I'm not actually adding a lot of these pieces to my website yet because they're already claimed for showcases, and I don't want them to sell before the show.
I do, however, always keep a small selection of seasonal, affordable works, as well as the full collection of my gallery and home-ready, large-scale oil paintings and other work in my shop on my website.
Handmade oil paints, hell yeah. That's why doing things like Patreon and doing small shop updates and doing commissions and stuff is a great way to kind of have some income coming in while I'm like making works that are hundreds of hours to make and take, you know, sometimes years to sell, and sometimes they'll sell in the show, and who knows. Dimensions, I forget. I never edit to make it look any different. I edit to make it look what it actually looks like. Mostly it's just like straightening it slightly. That's about it. Now I can actually post this. Future views. Decided to add a couple of questions to my quilted jacket questionnaire. One, some people have quilts that themselves have made, they've thrifted, or that are from someone in their family, like an heirloom piece that they really want to have on like a jacket or a vest. And so I'm adding that as an option. And then I also added like price range stuff. So then if you're like, oh my God, I have this dream, I want all this stuff. I want it to be patchworked, and I want natural dyed, and I want it reversible, and I want long, and all these things. Great, amazing. So I decided to let people dream and say exactly what they wanted, and then give me their price range, like a realistic price range of what they can do, because then I can actually be like, all right, great. The essence of what you're saying, I can do in this price range, and then still make something that is affordable for them and honors the time and love and care that I'm gonna be putting into the piece, because it obviously takes so long to make these pieces. Updating. Well, that took longer than I meant it to, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens, and I really needed to get back to a few people. Yep. Pretty satisfying, isn't it? Oh yeah. On the bottom. Same thing on the bottom. Great. Scrappy-doo. This will be naturally dyed, and I will use it at some point soon. Now I'm gonna just do this for everybody. Carrot. Not a scrappy-doo. Cool, that's fun. So the reason why you have to have it beveled and it can't just be flat is because if you have canvas wrapped around this and you start to paint it and this is not more raised, you're gonna be painting and then you're gonna see this like imprint of like all of this behind it. Not super cute, so you need to make a beveled edge. So we do this through a bunch of techniques. We've been building stretcher bars for like 6 years together, my husband and I. I feel like that'd be a fun video eventually to share how we build these. We have to actually stretch it. I'm kind of messy. I've done this so many times, I'm just like, ah. Oh, I think we're out of juice. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, the chokes. The little one is done. That's a sweet sound. It's exactly what you want. That means the tension is perfect. That's what you want, people. The sweet sounds. A symphony. So I need to stretch the other two, and then I need to start gessoing, because the first layer of gesso, it takes a while to dry. So then I can kind of like stretch, then I'll gesso, then I'll be able to let that kind of dry and then be like working on the other ones. I think that'll be a good way to do it. Buckets. let this dry. I will start stretching my next one. I'm gonna put this on my rug because I have a painting rug designed for this very thing. I should probably eat something at some point, but I get way too into what I'm doing. I've recently gotten to 4,000 subscribers, which is obviously like hilariously small, but to me, because I'm just getting started, I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Starting small and we'll get bigger. To it, put our backs into it. So, if you've been paying attention, you know what is coming next. And then, staples. Woohoo! I find this very fun. I love to have like a clear job. It's fun. Okay, and I love this assembly line situation. All right, so we're on our third one. This one's a bit trickier because it's so big. All right, let's just center everything so it looks good. Just try to double check it as much as possible. Last one. Take my girl down. Then I can put the other pieces up as they're like drying and it might be easier. At least I can get this one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yay! Totally dry. You can probably hear. Very rough. What you need to do. All right, I need to wait for this third one to dry before I can do the second coat. 2 of 3. Second coats are done. I was thinking of maybe decorating a little bit more in here. I figured I could just put up some of my paintings that I just recently finished, as they won't be really coming out until they're in the gallery shows that I have coming up this year. It would be nice to kind of enjoy them in the house. Gimme. Huh? What do we think about that? I think Dan will be really happy. My bridal bouquet, I planted it behind where we were living at the time in the tiny house, and it was like becoming part of the stump again. So I called it Our Forever. Like the bloom of love and the bloom of like your life together in the span of time is so small, and celebrating the joy and beauty of flowers, like that's what's so beautiful about them, is that they only last a moment and you have to be so present with them. It all ties together for me. It makes me cry. Every time I think about our wedding, I just like cry because it was so great. What about this guy? George, are you happy there? While I'm waiting for these guys to dry, I want to work on my painting. As of right now, working title, Unseen Tales. It still has a good ways to go. I didn't really take a break today, but this is pretty chill, just like doing gessoing and stuff. I mean, it's a lot of work like physically, but it's not like cognitively demanding. It's very just like do the thing. Ease into the year a bit, but I'm really excited that I am gonna be able to work on those paintings so soon. Thoughts for what I wanna actually paint on the new stretcher bars. The one painting that I can confirm for one of the stretcher bars is from this photograph. All right. All right, Bells. Sunset is like an hour away, so I'll have the next hour to continue to work on Unseen Tales. I'm not sure how long it'll take for me to finish this, but we're not nearing the end. I feel like it's like 2/3 done. Other than that, this is done, the other pieces are done and moved out. Feels really good to close those projects. This guy's almost dry. Be painting the next hour or so. Finish that second layer up and the studio day will be over. Thanks for hanging out with me from sunrise until sunset on my studio day.
and it was a pleasure having you. If you would like further insights and guidance, you can head to my Patreon. You can be a studio supporter, a fellow maker, or free member. Cool. Thanks for hanging out in the studio with me. Have a great day. See you one day, flippy flop. Bye. I'll just be here, painting away.
Not gonna make that mistake again. Okay.
Oh,
I do that a lot.
hello.
I thought if I just scampered over there really quick with my snow pants and my jacket, it was like, I was totally fine here, but I couldn't find my gloves that have full fingers. Oh, my fingers. This chai is from a trip. I can't remember where, but it was delicious, so I brought some home. Can we talk about how hideous the screensaver is? Ew, why? Why though? It's not stupid, but like, it's kind of stupid. This cord is very distracting. Where is my measuring tape? Oh, I think I have new responses. Oh, shit. Now I gotta get this downstairs. Now, the painting should be good enough. If you have to edit it, the painting's not that good. Which one is, I measure it. Huh, go figure. That's it, that's all she wrote. Oh my God, who couldn't be inspired looking at this landscape?